Thank you for joining me. Today we're talking about 100 different tips on a happier, healthier, wealthier life. They're going to be pretty quick. We're going to go rapid fire. We got a lot to get through. I really like, lists like this, like top 10, top 50, top 100, because there's always a few that really stick out and can really make an impact on your life. So if there's one that sticks out to you, let me know which one it is down in the comments and drop a like. Let's get into it. Pay attention when people are talking to you, because nobody likes it when you just kind of, you're off doing your own thing and it just kind of really gets, look at that. Be skeptical about everything. Pretty much everybody in the world is trying to sell you something, trying to make you join their point of view on something. So just remember that not everything you see is real. Most of the stuff you see on the news is really, just take it with a grain of salt. And if somebody tells you something, again, take it with a grain of salt. Just make sure you're thinking for yourself and not just taking what everybody else is saying. Learn from others. There's this great quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. It goes like this: "In my walk, every man I meet is superior to me in some way, and of that I strive to learn of him." That one really made an impact on me. I think I first read it in How to Win Friends and Influence People. Don't multitask. I like to look at this as it's better to do one thing really well than a bunch of things, so if you have 5 units of energy and you're spending them on these 5 different things as opposed to stacking them all on one thing and doing that way, way, way better. Try to win at something early in life, because that will build confidence. So for me, that was getting a house hack. And once I got that house hack, I got that first rental property. That gave me so much confidence to move forward with the next one and the next one, and to see that this is a possibility to reach financial independence at an early age. So try to find something that you can win at early. Set aside time to focus on one thing each morning. I usually time block out 2 or 3 hours in the morning to focus on YouTube and real estate, and that makes a huge difference as it continues to add up every single day, that few hours of super productive time each morning. Don't go on a diet, change your lifestyle instead. That is what I did. Instead of going on a diet for 60 days or 90 days, even though I'm doing vegan right now, which really just sucks. For me, what I did is I do intermittent fasting. So now I don't have to worry about going on a diet and, kind of yo-yoing in weight, where you lose a bunch of weight and then you go back to your normal thing and you gain a bunch of weight. If you have a lifestyle change where you only eat healthy things and you only eat this certain way for the rest of your life, then you're not gonna have to worry about that yo-yo and always trying to crash diet, and then you jump off the bandwagon and then you crash diet, and it's just not a good way to live. Perfect is the enemy of good, so just remember, sometimes good enough is good enough. Striving for perfection can stop you from making progress. Read 1 page a day. Just reading 1 page, hopefully more than that, but that can change your life. It's continuing to grow every single day, even if it's just by 5 minutes worth of reading. Choose your friends wisely. So just remember, you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. So make sure that it's 5 people you want to be like, and not people who are going to drag you down and keep you where you don't want to be. Look at what everybody is doing and try something else. There's a different way to live life, with house hacking, with frugal living, with minimalism, whatever it is for you. Just because everybody's doing one thing a certain way doesn't mean that that is right for you. Try to find out what is best for your life. Have manners. Hold the door for people. Say please and thank you. It'll make a big difference on how people perceive you. Play games that challenge you and make you think, like strategy games and chess and things like that. Don't take everything personally. I know a lot of people who do this, and they see the world as kind of out to get them, or because somebody said this or did this, it was a personal attack on them. That will ruin your life. Nobody really cares. Don't take it personally. Do nice things for other people when they can do nothing back. So just be nice to people and expect nothing back, just for the sake of being a nice person. It'll make you feel better and make them feel better. Save up 6 months to a year of living expenses. It will change your life, whether that's enough money to invest or just to leave your job or to move. The amount of mental relief you will have will change your life. Bring value to people before you ask them for something. Remember people's names when you first meet them, and then try to use it in a conversation. It'll help that person like you a lot more. Go to events and put yourself in situations that scare you. It'll really help you to grow as you meet new people. Don't live through or for Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook. Live in the real world. Have that be a secondary. When people's first thought is to put something on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, it's just really not a happy way to look at life. Be humble. No matter how much you know, there's people who know a zillion times more of you. It's okay to be confident in stuff that you do know, but just don't pretend like you know everything. Lower how consumeristic you are by trying to just buy needs and not wants for at least 3 to 6 months, and just see how it feels. Pick a 30-day challenge that you want to do, whether it's minimalism, money, or fitness or something like that, and stick to it as if you will die if you fail it. The worst thing that you can have is a job that you don't hate. If you hate your job, you're going to be really motivated to push for a better job. But if you're at one that you don't really hate, but it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't fulfill you, then you might end up staying there just because it's easier and you don't absolutely hate it. Drink more water than you think you need. Try to keep your word on everything. Don't make promises that you can't fulfill. Just let your yes be yes and your no be no. Get on a gym routine and lift heavy. This is both for guys and for girls. What I do is I do 3 times a week, every single week. I try to make sure that no matter what happens, I go 3 times during the week, hopefully not days that are next to each other. And that's something that is doable from my schedule. And then I also try to lift heavy. Lifting heavy for me has helped a ton. The more muscle you build, the more calories you burn, which means more fat loss. And it just kind of is like a really good cycle to get into. Drink your coffee black. Now, cream and sugar are not good for you. And if you do intermittent fasting, then this does not break your fast because it's like 11 and I'm still fasted. And you can start to experience with like more gourmet coffees when you're not having to cover them up with like cream and sugar because they don't really taste great on their own. It's really like a really different experience. If you're interested in a subject, try to find like-minded friends and a community that you can join. So if you're interested in finances, try to find a local meetup about financial independence that you can join and have friends that have the same goals as you. Speaking of which, if you're in New Hampshire and you want to do a meetup, let me know down in the comments. Read at least one financial book. I would recommend Rich Dad Poor Dad or Set for Life. They can teach you a ton of stuff that they just don't teach you in school and you don't really learn in the real world, but can really change your life. They did change mine. Practice stopping, taking a breath, breathing, letting your mind clear, focus on the breath coming in and then going out. It can change your whole day. Switch to dark chocolate. It's a lot healthier for you and it will increase your mood. It's like a natural antidepressant. Have short-term and long-term goals and write them down on a piece of paper. Having physical goals can really get you a lot closer to attaining them. If you're not happy with how you look, start trying to change it. You don't have to be stuck being one certain person. You can be whoever you want to be. If you want to look a certain way, then maybe you just have to diet and exercise and your face will change, your body will change. You will feel more confident and then you will look different when you feel confident. You can really be and look however you want to be. Invest money in yourself. Buy books, buy courses, buy weekend seminars, and really start to learn and progress yourself. Read both sides. A lot of people will only read stuff they agree with and therefore will not progress themselves. They will never see the other side. Everything's very black and white. I think that's kind of why Democrats and Republicans hate each other right now, because some people watch Fox News and other people watch CNN. I don't really watch news at all, so I don't know what people watch. But one's always one point of view, one's always the other, and they never look at what the other person's trying to say. In the end, a lot of Americans have the exact same goals. They just want to be happier, healthier, less war. They just have different ways of looking at it. But when you look at everything as if you are on this side of the aisle, you are a horrible human being. But if you never start to see why they are the way they are, then you're going to have like a really closed mindset. And it's much better to try to see both sides of every story. Try to create something today. For me, having a creative outlet has been a huge help with, for me personally, YouTube. But everybody kind of needs a way to express themselves, whether that's just painting something, drawing something, making something with woodwork or making a video, whatever it is. Having a creative outlet really has helped my overall life. Find a hobby. I think having a hobby has really helped me out a lot, where I can have something that I really enjoy doing and look forward to doing at night. That's really kept me busy and productive and keeps me away from being depressed. Be okay with failure. Failing is a good thing. Just make sure you're failing forward, learning from your mistakes and pressing on. Everybody fails. It's those who get back up and try again and try differently that succeed. Be okay with feeling dumb and admitting to people that you're dumb. I admit that I am not very smart on most things. I know about finances and a few other things, but most things I just have no clue about, and I'm okay with that, and I would love to learn from other people. But if I don't have an open mind and try to learn because I think I know stuff, then I'm really just like holding myself back. Learn to practice saying no. When somebody asks you for something, it's all right to say no if that's not what is right for you right now, whether that's a time commitment or anything else. Practice saying no, it's all right. Get out of the habit of eating fast food. Something that really helps kick this off is always having food prepared and with you that you've made at home, so you're always controlling what you're eating. It's gonna be cheaper, it's gonna be healthier, you're gonna feel better. Try to get in touch with your body and see what feels better. Does it feel better when you go to the gym 6 times a week or 3 times a week? Does it feel better when you eat fast food or fish or steak or vegetarian, or like what makes you feel better? And start to learn your body so that you can feel as good as possible. Take extreme ownership. If you make a mistake, admit it, own it, tell people that is completely your fault, and they will probably end up saying it's not that big of a deal. but just take ownership for things that you have done, even if it isn't 100% your fault. Just try to own stuff. Don't always try to deflect it and blame other people. Try the minimalist game or some type of minimalist 30-day challenge where you throw away one thing a day, or one thing the first day, two things the next day, three things the next day, and see how far you can go. Just decluttering and trying to set up a minimalist challenge has really helped me out a lot, and I really enjoy them. They're quite fun. Try to have some time alone each day without your phone. For me, I usually try to go for like a 5 to 15 minute walk every single day and just leave my phone at home. It really gives me time to kind of reset and really helps my creativity, as well as just like being less stressed because you're not constantly having that phone in your face. Learn to count calories. It will change your life. For me, I used my Fitness Pal and just tracked it for like a month, and then after that you know how to count calories forever, so you know how much is coming in and how much is going out, and then all it is just putting yourself in a deficit and learning a little bit about nutrition and lifting and stuff like that, and you'll be able to control your weight for the rest of your life. Start a side hustle. For me, my side hustles are a lot of fun, and it really gives me something to look forward to at night and on the weekends. I have a lot of fun with them, and it also helps me save up for my investments and things like that. So starting the side hustle early can make a big difference down the road in your life. Focus on learning about money. Find out how to make your money work for you so that you don't have to work for money your entire life. Work on improving your credit, as that will give you better terms on loans and things like that, and also better credit cards so you can do credit card hacking and get some free travel. So there's a lot of good things that happen when you work on your credit and get it to a good score. I thought we were gonna get through 100 in one video, but this has been like half an hour, and I don't know how long it'll be after I edit this, so we're probably gonna do 2 videos out of this. So if you guys wanna see the rest of these, click through to next week, and we'll do this again. Those ones are even better, if that's possible. I think it's possible. Smash like if you enjoyed it. Drink some black coffee. That's what I'm gonna do. So good, guys. So good. I got this one from Thrive Market on online. It's just like a thing. I used their free trial and I got like 2 bags of coffee, and then I deleted my subscription. It's decent coffee. It's not the best, but it was pretty cheap and it's pretty decent. So you guys can check that out. A little rec and effect. I'm out. Peace.